Hello, it is Sunday, July 22nd, 2012 at 2:51 p.m. Central Time. And I'm on telecast, and I've got the layers temperature North America turned on. And then I also am running the loop. You can do that by clicking down here on the arrow. And this shows you the temperature changes over the United States. I think it's every hour, yes. So it's kind of a long loop, which is kind of nice. And you can see here that where the hot spots grow, hot being yellow is about 75 degrees, bright pink, which we're not getting, is 120. So this reddish area is about 100, and so then the pink would be more than that. I wanted to show you something interesting. I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to go to South Dakota, just to the southwest of Sioux Falls, and kind of watch it play through here. Actually, I'm going to step out one. Because what I'm noticing is these are water areas, like right in here. So for some reason the water's getting hot first, which I would think it would be the other way around. See these little stringy things? These are rivers and streams. And you can see when it goes into the pink that those also get hit first, although not this main body of water. So the main body of water heats up first in one situation and not in the other. But anyway, let's go look down here by Sioux Falls, because we have this spot right there. Let's pause it and go back. Find this hot spot, because that's, you know, in this whole field of yellow, which is again about 75, that's like 100 degrees all of a sudden in one concentrated area. And so I'm going to put the little crosshair right there. We're going to zoom in and see where we're at. And it takes a second to redraw. And you can see here, you can use a slider to make it more transparent. And again, the crosshair is right at the center of that. So we're right here between Chancellor and Lennox, South Dakota. And so I'm going over to Google Earth, and I typed in Chancellor, South Dakota up here and hit the magnifying glass to go there, and it brought me right here to Chancellor, and here's Lennox. And I kind of looked around, and the only thing that I found of interest, I know they don't have any wind farms here because I've got some people I know live by there, and they haven't infiltrated there yet. But what I did find is this looks like an ethanol plant, because I've got one near me, and it's the same thing. We've got railroad tracks, and we've got a loop around it. Although I can't tell from the air whether the equipment's the same, but we got holding things for the corn, and we got blowers over here. And I don't know if they could use something like this to heat it up that fast. I do know that where I live, it makes its own weather. I mean, it has signs that says, you know, it might be snowing right here, or, you know, watch the road, it might be slippery right here, because the steam pours out, and of course that's moisture. And also by where I live, we've got, well, if this is the one by me, right over here we have a small wind farm, like 6 or 7 turbines. And I think that that's what the reason they put them up, they said, is to power this. But if you wanted to take whatever's happening here, like a certain kind of weather, and you wanted to amplify it, then you give it a pulse. And I tell you what, these turbines pulse. When those blades go by, you get a definite thump, thump, thump. So I don't know. From what I'm seeing, there's none here, and I don't know of any here. And then also I went over to, let's see, College of DuPage. And this is the infrared, because it sees heat. And you can see right here how it's kind of starting to heat up. That hot spot, let's go back over here. That hot spot appeared at 8 Eastern time, which is 12 Universal time. So going over here, let's stop it at 12. Use this little arrow key to get over there. And something interesting does happen between 11:45 and 12 UTC. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. You click on this and then you can click here and zoom in, and then you can move it around by holding down your mouse. But going back a couple, Lennox is, let's turn the counties on. Going back to Google Earth, zooming out here, you get counties outlines. See this blue area right here? I don't know if you can see it. And then you just go out a little further and you get the shape of the county. Here it's the little dog leg one right here. And it's about a third of the way down. And it's the first, here's the river for Iowa's here in South Dakota. So it's the first one this way, and you go down and see what's down here, and it's the second one up. So zeroing in on that, and this looks like a mess, but you know, there's the river and there's a river, one over, two up, and it's like a third of the way down, so it's right there. So you have to kind of remember where that is, but there's this triangle, and it's kind of like right at the top of that triangle there. So I'm going to turn the counties back off. So it's right in here, so kind of focus there. I'm going to go back a couple. So this is 1131, 1115. Now I'm going to go back forward, 1130, 15, 31. And then notice this is starting to straighten out, 1145, and then it becomes almost a straight line. We also kind of have this throw out of clouds and kind of holes that show up here and there right after that, and then it moves on. I'm going to go ahead and let it play through a couple times. This slider lets you make it go faster or slower. See, that's rolling right on through, and then going down here. And we're not seeing that a hot spot there like we are in telecast. I'm going to unzoom it, and that way you can see. And right here is where I'm going to leave the pointer there for a second so you can kind of watch the dynamics. I'll try to tell you where the 12 universal time is, which is 8, right there. So it does look like it did impact the clouds right there at that particular time, because a triangle is kind of an odd shape to get in the clouds. I'm going to stop it again. See right there's 12:15, so this is just before, this is just after that hot spot appears. So I would assume it took a little bit to warm up. So it's right in there, and then going back a few more. And then going back to a telecast, I'm going to zoom way back out again. Turn this thing up a little more. Actually, I'm going to turn it up all the way, because it's kind of interesting to see it play through. And then hit the play button. You can see it heats up fairly quickly. I'm going to go, let's see, this is at 12 Eastern time. Let's go back to 10 o'clock Eastern time. Also at 10 o'clock Eastern time we have some hot spots too. I went and looked at them though, and I couldn't see anything obvious. This one's at Norfolk, Nebraska, just actually west of it. Let's just go right on in there. And then you just make it more transparent so you can see. So maybe someone knows of an area around Norfolk. Here's Norfolk. And we'll go in further. Here's the kind of the red spot. So it's little around Battle Creek, Meadow Grove, right in that area. And actually it seems to be centered around this clear area here. Let's see if I can just bring it right on in. Which, you know, I don't see anything there. And then the second one, if I'd slide it, it would go faster, wouldn't it? Come on. This is Salina, Kansas, Salina. It's dark again. Come on, little guy. There we go. See, right around there, right here. It's kind of a squiggle. And it's not as hot as that other one was. Actually, it does have a little hotter spot right here. So let's go on in. And I looked around here too, but I didn't really see anything obvious. and maybe somebody that lives around here would know more. It always helps that, you know, if you live in an area. Anyway, and then the third one, let's slide it and go faster here. I can't use my mouse anymore because it vibrates so much. I got frequencies that come through my computer, which, yeah, it's a little bit of a handicap, but not that bad. And this one's Abilene, Texas. Got to be adaptable in this world in these days, or you're going to perish. And so the hotter spot's right there. Let's go back, thin that out, and we'll just zoom in quick. And again, someone might know. So Dyess Air Force Base is right here. I mean, right here. See, right here, Dyess Air Force Base. See that there? It's kind of at the edge of it, so it almost lines up with the runway there. Let's make it on. So anyway, there you have it. I just kind of wanted to show you how you can look around and maybe see if there might be something causing a hot spot, or, you know, you can look for yourself. The more eyes we have on this, the better. And this is, I really do like this, using this every once in a while just to kind of see where things are happening, because you can see there's definite spots that are heating up before the other ones. I always thought the warmth, you know, kind of came up from the Gulf or something, and that we'd have this whole hot area moving up rather than a splotch in the middle. And the other day when I checked it, it was the same way. So, well, I kind of gone on and on here. Hopefully you'll find this useful. God bless you all. Have a good rest of the day.